a big Magilla out of it, but the nickname is a reference to Hanna-Barbera's popular cartoon Magilla Gorilla, the gorilla who lives in a pet shop and is very strong.
I don't think we're in danger of seeing Sigourney Weaver dashing here, because he doesn't look like a gorilla to me. He looks just like a good, tough Brazilian fighter.
And the crowd loves him. Adilson Rodriguez, listen to them. He's so widely adored in Brazil, he receives an impressive following on the road. And tonight, only his second U.S. appearance, but as you can plainly see, his many vocal supporters looking to make him feel right at home. Adilson Rodriguez, the challenger who turned 31 just 3 days ago. We are coming to you live from beautiful Caesars Tahoe in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Near sellout on hand in this newly expanded 8,000-seat Caesars outdoor arena. As we're getting set for the arrival into the ring of the WBC Continental America's heavyweight champ, Evander Holyfield. And Evander Holyfield is on his way, led by his entourage, Lou Duva and company. He has built up quite a knockout resume over the past half-decade. More recently, the WBC Continental America's champ, rated the #1 heavyweight contender. He's 21-0, 17 KOs. The WBA's 1988 Fighter of the Year, the former undisputed World Cruiserweight champ. First from the Olympic class of '84 to win a world title, only his 12th pro fight, and a 1984 U.S. Olympic bronze, clearly the best there was worldwide at the L.A. Summer Games. And listen to the reaction from this crowd for Holyfield. Deafening reaction as Evander Holyfield made his way. And here he comes. Adilson Rodriguez looking on. Evander Holyfield returning to the site of his heavyweight debut. 364 days ago. He's 3-0 as a heavyweight. TKOs over James Quick Tillis, Pinklin Thomas, and of course, Michael Dose. The legendary Angelo Dundee, who lends such credibility to the corner of Adilson Rodriguez, and swinging over to the other corner, the ubiquitous Lou Duva, who handles Evander Holyfield. So tonight pits two of the best-known fight trainers in the world, two outgoing personalities, Duva and Dundee. The two coexist in a friendly rivalry. If you take a look at our tale of the tape, 81 years of training experience between them, and I'll tell you what, the two are never at a loss for words.
You know, come to fight, you know, we're going to be going at each other. You know, you're going to be in one corner, I'm in the other corner, and we're going to beat you, baby. Any way at all, we're going to beat you, because I got Holyfield who can do it all. Remember that there.
Lou, I got news for you. You come at me across the ring, I ain't going to be there. Forget about it. I know you've been picking on guys lately. I mean, you're sort of slipped. You're getting a little nervous. I can't understand why you're getting that way.
No, I told you before, I'm running out of money. That's why I can't afford to get fined. That's why I've been cutting my activity out. But I'm going to beat you. One way or another, I'm going to beat you in the fight, before the fight, after the fight. But we're going to go it.
Do you really think you can beat me?
Any way at all, Angelo, I can beat you. When it comes to games, Italian games, and fights, anything at all.
You don't got a shot.
You haven't got a shot. Any way at all.
You're Dead City.
You're Dead City?
Yeah. I win. Easy.
Unbelievable. Angelo Dundee and Lou Duva. You saw their tale of the tape. Let's take a look at the real tale of the tape for the fight tonight. The numerical breakdown. Holyfield 5 years younger than Rodriguez. Holyfield is 6'2.5" with the half-inch height advantage. Rodriguez at 221, 14 pounds heavier. And Holyfield's 207, 5 pounds up from his heavyweight debut about a year ago. And the 1-inch reach advantage for Holyfield. Take a look at the rules. The Nevada rules, 10-point must system, 3 scoring judges, no standing 8 count, the 3 knockdown rule in effect, and he can be saved by the bell only in the final round. Let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hull for the introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Caesars Tahoe in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. where tonight Main Events Monitor, in association with Caesars Tahoe, presents championship boxing. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the Continental America's heavyweight title, the supervisor Roy Van Tuten. Representing the Nevada State Athletic Commission are its chairman, Dr. Elias Ghanem, and commissioners James Nave, Dwayne Ford, Freddie Little, and Jay Navy. The executive director is Chuck Minkler. The officials assigned by the governing bodies for the next event of the evening, the judges are Bill Graham, Doug Tucker, and Keith McDonald. The timekeeper is Jim Carpenter. Counting at the knockdowns, John Rogers. The attending physicians at ringside, Dr. James McLennan and Dr. James Richmond. And the referee for the main event of the evening is Mills Lane. The next event featuring 12 rounds of boxing for the Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Check that. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, weighing in at 221 pounds, with a professional record of 35 wins, 2 defeats, with 26 KOs. He is rated number 2 by the World Boxing Council and is the challenger in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Adilson Rodriguez. And in the blue corner, fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 207 pounds. His professional record consists of 21 wins, no defeats, 17 KOs. He is rated number 1 in the world by the WBA and the WBC. He is the WBC Continental America Heavyweight Champion, the very popular Evander, the real thing, Holyfield.
Instructions from referee Mills Lane, also a district attorney from Reno. Tonight's fight also being simulcast in Spanish for the first time. Showtime Championship Boxing hooking up with Radio Sports Network, which specializes in Spanish language broadcasts of major boxing events, reaching over 80% of the total U.S. Hispanic population.
Now what you really mean to say is este combate se va a oír en español cortesía de Showtime.
Carlos Avilas and Enrique Gratas handling the cause. You look at Evander Holyfield getting set to do battle with Adilson Rodriguez, scheduled for 12. Holyfield coming off that outstanding victory over Michael Dokes, March 11th, rated number 1 by the WBC and WBA in the heavyweight division, and Adilson Rodriguez, the number 2 rated heavyweight contender by the WBC, off a 10-round decision over Mike Grouse on May the 22nd. Of course, if you've been following the career of Holyfield in the red with the white trim, he's got the very effective jab, superior quickness, great hand speed and foot speed, and he has outstanding instincts in the ring, and he is all business.
And he is a warrior. I mean, he comes to fight whatever it takes. And with Dokes, it took a lot of heart, a lot of guts, and he had to stand there and take a lot of blows. But with Rodriguez, he is just right now trying to feel him out. They're both trying to out-jab each other. Not much distance between them. The jab should be effective. As soon as Evander Holyfield gets in close enough, he'll start popping to the body and hooking to the head.
Rodriguez in the blue trunks with the white trim, 35-2, 26 knockouts, has won 18 straight. Likes to hook to the body and the head with the left, then finish people off with the right. He used to be a wild, two-fisted brawler, but became a more polished boxer under Angelo Dundee, who's been with him now for about a year and a half. He thinks his left hand is better than his right.
Right now, Rodriguez landed a good right hand, and a jab made Evander wince as if a thumb had gotten in his eye. He's still blinking. He's still not very comfortable, and it's Rodriguez carrying the fight to Evander Holyfield right now.
Past the midway point of round 1. Evander Holyfield, considered by many boxing's consummate gentlemen, just waiting his turn for Mike Tyson. Wild looping right by Rodriguez.
I think the technique that Evander Holyfield has launched on is to take away all the opponents of Tyson, so he's got to fight him. He's just fighting everybody that lines up for him.
Tyson said he saw the last fight with Michael Dokes in March live here on Showtime, and he was impressed with the way Holyfield could take punishment. Feeling out first round here at Lake Tahoe.
Holyfield much more tentative than I've ever seen him before in this first round. It is truly a feeling out round for Evander, and Rodriguez has been able to land some effective punches.
Less than 30 seconds in the opening round. There's that shotgun jab of Holyfield, and the combination by Holyfield, showing everything in his repertoire. There was an uppercut here in the final seconds of round one. Is in the books. Will follow Evander Holyfield into his corner with George Benton and Lou Duba.
Come on, Peter. You're about to do it. Listen,
when you fire that right hand, come back to the double hook.
Not that much worry in the corner. Very early for anybody to be giving anything except instructions to speed up that jab to the midsection and double up on a hook for Evander Holyfield, who I felt lost that first round by a very narrow margin, but he really was feeling out, whereas Rodriguez was landing the more effective punches.
Round two scheduled for 12 on a gorgeous 74-degree night in Lake Tahoe. Rodriguez with some action. There's a heavy right by Rodriguez, and Holyfield has to cover up. Now Holyfield looks to come back.
Those hooks to the body score points, and they don't make you feel good.
Mills Lane, the third man of the ring. Rodriguez to the head.
And a hook to follow and another hook to the body.
The huge crowd coming over from Brazil, thinking upset. This has got to be a surprise to this point, the way Rodriguez has responded.
More a surprise the way that Holyfield has not. Right now, Holyfield is getting on track. He's
and the Brazilian fans are going wild, but down goes Rodriguez out of nowhere. Adilson Rodriguez is on the canvas.
He's not getting up. He hit his head on the canvas, and he's not getting up.
It's all over. Here in the second round, Evander Holyfield has KO'd Adilson Rodriguez.
A perfect shot, but the way he went back, he hit that canvas with his head, and it truly knocked him out. He still starts there. People are trying to gather around him, and I think they should take their time. When a fighter is knocked out, clear the public away, let the doctors in, get the cornermen away from him who have a tendency to pick the guy up. There's no reason. Now, you see they're starting to talk to him. They're starting to get the reflexes to see what's wrong. Then they'll sit him up, and then finally they'll stand him up. He's all right. He's talking. His eyes are open. But it was a surprise knockout in that Holyfield was starting to take a lot of shots, as he did with Dokes, and then all of a sudden woke up, and with that intensity, ferocity, and his precise punching, was able to knock out Rodriguez.
Rodriguez had been dictating the tempo up to that point.
Now let's watch a replay, and you can see the accuracy of the punch that knocked out, and you see how his head bounces off the Holyfield. Let's watch it again from a different angle, and you can see how this bounces right off. There it goes now. But watch Rodriguez's head as he goes down. You can't see it on that show. He literally bounced off that canvas with his head. And you see that peculiar expression, all circuits are off. He is knocked out.
Well, if there's any doubt that Evander Holyfield possesses a knockout punch, you can erase all that doubt. He does it in one punch.
Well, he certainly has answered to critics. One shot high on the temple, wasn't even on the jaw, but look what it did. What a devastating effect to a large man like Adilson Rodriguez. I don't think he has ever been out in his life, and he certainly visited the unconscious world of boxing.
Rodriguez is up and on the stool. What a turn of events early in the fight after Rodriguez seemed to be in control. From our viewpoint, he won the first round 10-9, and then out of nowhere, Evander Holyfield with a ferocious driving shot to the head of Rodriguez that sent him sprawling to the canvas. So Evander Holyfield lifts his mark to 22-0 with 18 knockouts, and that's his first pure knockout as a heavyweight. So you can erase all the doubt about whether he has a knockout punch. Let's go up for the official word from ring announcer Chuck Hull.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 29 seconds of the second round. The winner by a knockout and still the WBC Continental America's heavyweight champion, Evander Holyfield. And at this time in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, the representative of Continental Americas, Mr. Roy Van Putten, is presented the belt.
Evander Holyfield holds on to his WBC Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Let's go back and check out the call from round number 2.
Instructions to speed up that jab to the midsection and double up on a hook for Evander Holyfield, who I felt lost that first round by a very narrow margin, but he really was feeling out, whereas Rodriguez was landing the more effective punches.
Round 2 scheduled for 12 on a gorgeous 74-degree night in Lake Tahoe. Rodriguez with some action. There's a heavy right by Rodriguez, and Holyfield has to cover up. Now Holyfield looks to come back.
Those hooks to the body score points, and they don't make you feel good.
Mills Lane, the third man of the ring. Oh, a heavy right by Rodriguez to the head.
And a hook to follow, and another hook to the body.
Crowd coming over from Brazil, thinking upset. This has got to be a surprise to this point, the way Rodriguez has responded.
More a surprise the way that Holyfield has not. Right now, Holyfield is getting on track. He's finally woken up.
Fans are going wild, but down goes Rodriguez out of nowhere. Adilson Rodriguez is on the canvas.
He's not getting up. He hit his head on the canvas, and he's not getting up.
It's all over. Here in the second round, Evander Holyfield has KO'd Adilson Rodriguez.
Holyfield has not. Right now, Holyfield is getting on track. He's finally woken up.
Fans are going wild, but
now Holyfield is getting on track. He's finally woken up.
Fans are going wild, but down goes Rodriguez out of nowhere. Adilson Rodriguez is on the canvas.
He's not getting up. He hit his head on the canvas, and he's not getting up.
It's all over. Here in the second round, Evander Holyfield has KO'd Adilson Rodriguez.
A perfect shot shot, but the way he went back, he hit that with the canvas with his head, and it truly knocked him out. He still starts there. People are trying to gather around him, and I think they should take their time. When a fighter is knocked out, clear the public away, let the doctors in, get the cornermen away from him who have a tendency to pick the guy up. There's no reason. Now, you see, they're starting to talk to him. They're starting to get the reflexes to see what's wrong. Then they'll sit him up, and then finally they'll stand him up. He's all right. He's talking. His eyes are open. But it was a surprise knockout in that Holyfield was starting to take a lot of shots, as he did with Doak, and then all of a sudden woke up, and with that intensity, ferocity, and his precise punching, was able. Astounding knockout, Evander and Lou and Georgie Benton. Astounding in that the action was so heavy, and all of a sudden one punch high on the head knocks this guy completely out. I guess that's why it's critics about your punching power.
First of all, I can thank God for the victory and health and strength. But the guy was very tough. And he came out and he saw me a couple of times, which I don't think it was intentional, which got knocked down. He was a lot quicker, and the guy, he was going for it all.
Yeah, I felt in that first round you got thumbed with a jab, and you were blinking, and you weren't yourself. Then the second round, when he picked it up, he picked up the action. Did you expect him to be punching that hard and that fast in the second round?
Well, I felt that he watched my tape and he knew